I'm Laurie Palm, modern day muse and global passion expert, and this is
I'm Wes Hamilton, master numerologist, and we're going to take you on a fun journey to the land of enchantment today. Now, be sure you read the forecast. That is really important because that's going to give you all the knowledge of what you're trying to learn in the land of enchantment. And Cleo and Merlin are going to teach you some ways to use energy to find responsibility and your relationships. Find the words, find the energy, find ways to communicate. It's all magical. And in the land of enchantment, of course, all things are possible. So it takes you to a place where you can learn without arguing with yourself. And when you come out of it, you can use the tools. So, Laura, you going to take us on that journey?
I am. So, for this adventure, listen to your conscience,
Mm,
trust in your impulses, and
yeah,
be guided by your intuition
yeah.
because you're going to be reminded that you have the power. And this will give you strength for the journey, the spark of creativity to reimagine your life for 2026,
Yeah.
and the power to awaken your destiny.
I'm going to take my crystal with me.
Ooh, okay. So if you're ready,
I am.
close your eyes, take a slow, deep breath in, and exhale gently. Let your shoulders soften. Let your mind quiet. And now step into your mystical time machine, the one that responds not just to the buttons or switches, but to intention, vibration, and readiness. And you are off traveling through time and space, and soon you land at the land of enchantment. And with a gentle shift, the door opens again. And as you step out into the land of enchantment, this is the realm where intuition becomes visible, where wisdom has form, and where your guides are always waiting for you. As you look around, the sky shimmers with iridescent light. The air hums with the frequency of June's 6th energy. It's warm and nurturing and harmonizing. Just feel it. And ahead, two figures stand at the edge of a glowing forest path. Merlin and Cleo are waiting for you. Merlin the wizard stands tall. His staff is glowing with the power of 2026, the 1 year energy, the energy of becoming an identity and new beginnings. And Cleo, the mystical muse, radiates the soft magnetic pulse of June's 6th energy with connection, compassion, relationships, truth, and sacred responsibility. They smile as you approach them. You have arrived at the perfect moment, Merlin says. This is the month where your relationships reveal your path. And Cleo steps forward. Her voice is like a warm breeze. And this is the moment where your heart learns what is truly responsible for. Your lesson begins. Merlin lifts his staff and he opens a timeline of your relationships, past, present, and future potential. Cleo places her hand over your heart, awakening your intuitive knowing even more. And together they guide you with the 5 skills of responsibilities in relationship. The first skill from Merlin starts with the skill of energetic discernment. That is the skill of energetic discernment. And Merlin steps forward and he taps his staff lightly on the ground. And a ripple of light spreads outward from his staff. Your first responsibility, he says, is to discern energy before you engage with it. Let me say that again. Your first responsibility is to discern energy before you engage with it. And he teaches you how to sense the energy. Who energizes you? Who drains you? Who aligns with your 2026 identity? Who pulls you back into an outdated version of yourself? He places a glowing symbol in your outstretched hand. This is the skill of discernment. So this glowing symbol in your hand, he says, use it before every commitment, every conversation, and every connection. You feel it settle into your palm, warm and steady, empowering. Notice what the glowing symbol is. The first skill from Cleo starts with the skill of heart-centered boundaries. Cleo steps closer to you. Her presence is soft but powerful. Boundaries, she says, are not walls. They are agreements with yourself about what your heart needs to stay open. She teaches you how to say yes with integrity, say no without guilt, protect your emotional energy, and honor your own needs before tending to others. Cleo then places a shimmering ribbon of light around your heart. This is the skill of sacred boundaries. It keeps your love strong, not depleted. Feel the shimmering ribbon around your heart. Merlin's second skill is the skill of aligned action. Merlin raises his staff again, and a pathway appears. It is straight and clear and illuminated. In a 1 year, he says, your responsibility is to act in alignment with who you are becoming, not who you were. And he teaches you how to make decisions from your future self. Choose relationships that support your evolution. Release obligations that no longer match your identity. And lead with clarity instead of hesitation. And then Merlin hands you a small crystal compass. This is the skill of aligned action, he says. This crystal compass always points toward your destiny. Cleo's second skill is the skill of harmonizing relationships. And Cleo waves her hand, and a soft, harmonic tone fills the air. June's 6th energy teaches you how to restore balance in your connections, she says. She guides you through how to calibrate relationships that feel lopsided, how to bring compassion into difficult conversations, how to create environments that support connection, and how to nurture without overgiving. She places a glowing lotus in your hands. This is the skill of harmonization. It brings peace where there was tension. So now you've had 4 skills, 2 with Merlin and 2 with Cleo. And now, as they stand side by side, together, they're giving you the 5th skill. This is the skill of co-creative leadership. And as they stand side by side now, Merlin's fire and Cleo's water, merging into a single radiant field. This is the most important skill of 2026, and they say it together. Once again, this is the most important skill of 2026. The skill of co-creative leadership teaches you to lead with your heart, love with strength, build relationships that support your purpose, and invite others into your vision without losing yourself. Merging independence, the 1, with compassion, the 6. They place their hands over your heart. A pulse of light moves through you, steady and powerful, and awakening. You are ready, Merlin says. You are aligned, Cleo adds. You now carry the skills to navigate your relationships with wisdom, clarity, and love. And as they walk you back to your mystical time machine, Cleo hands you your sacred journal. Thank Merlin and Cleo for these transformational skills. And remember all that you have learned. Now step into your mystical time machine and set your destination for home. And in a magical moment, you are back in the chair where you started. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes.
Wow.
Yes,
That was a big one.
it was. It definitely was. There were 5 skills, which is kind of a lot to remember, and you'll see a lot of them in your journal, your awakening journal.
Yeah, I got my awakening journal right here. They handed it to me before I jumped in the machine.
Yes.
Wow.
So,
I thought each one was the best one.
and as you came to the final one of the co-creative leadership, yeah, it was, and I think it takes all 5 to bring June together.
I like it when Cleo said I could say what I wanted without guilt, or what was the other word she said? I could speak my truth without guilt, or
so she talked about say yes with integrity,
yeah,
say no without guilt,
yeah, that was it.
protect your emotional energy, and honor your own needs before tending to others. To me, that is like when you're in the airplane and they say you need to put your own oxygen mask on first and
Yeah.
then you help others. This is no different. It's not about being selfish. It's about protecting yourself, honoring your needs so that you can help others.
Yeah.
Because if your energy is gone, you can't help others.
I like that ribbon of light she placed around my heart. That felt so neat. I never experienced or imagined how healthy boundary around my heart as a ribbon, but it felt so good.
Mhm.
And I loved Merlin's symbol he gave me. It was a pink quartz crystal in the shape of a heart.
Mhm.
And I love that symbol. That compass, that crystal compass, reminds me of a pocket watch my grandfather used to have. It wasn't a compass, but it had that same look and feel to it, very ancient, and had dials on it. So these guys are amazing.
Yes, and I think I love that when, well, Cleo said it, but they both talked about boundaries are not walls.
Right,
They're,
right.
they're agreements with yourself about what your heart needs to stay open. And if you don't have an open heart, you really can't, again, be doing your purpose in the world and helping others if your heart isn't open. And so creating that agreement with yourself is so much part of June's energy, responsibilities with relationships.
Reminds me of the workbook there, the message we gave in our continuity class, where burdens become building blocks.
Instead of having them be a burden,
Yeah.
you create building blocks for the next 9 years.
Yeah. It's nice how this balance thing's working with me in my brain for June, how balance and harmony and responsibilities, they all seem to be coming together in a perfect team to help me get into where I would need to be with my own personal life.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And I think that mindset of co-creative leadership, leading with your heart,
Yeah.
loving with strength, building relationships that support your purpose, and one of the most important ones, invite others into your vision without losing yourself.
Yeah.
How many times have we gone into a partnership, or whether it's personal or professional, and we end up losing ourselves? And again, we're not as we
Not as
can't give.
effective, we're not authentic, we're not original. It's like, yeah, I know. It's that sensitivity where you don't want to hurt anybody's feelings and you always want to make sure they're happy. But June's going to correct all that. Yay!
Yes, and they said the skill of co-creative leadership is the most important skill of 2026.
Well, that's what we're doing.
Yes.
This male-female co-creative head heart. I think it works. At least it works for us. And
Yes.
sure that it's the balancing of the sixth energy.
Well, as you download your journal, take some time. We've put some of the stuff on the front that Cleo and Merlin talked about.
Yeah.
But the second page, journal about these things. How does it show up for you?
Yeah.
And that's going to be so key, to be aware of all the subtle things that are going on around you in your relationships with people, with projects, with everything.
June's going to be a fun month. I can see that it's much more fun than May.
May was a little chaotic.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, that May energy is restless.
Yes. So any last words of wisdom from
Follow the advice of Merlin and Cleo this month. It's amazing. I love their 5 points. I'm going to listen to this a few more times because
yes,
it was like, oh my God.
there's so much in it. I would really encourage people to do this a few times.
Yep.
Yes.
So we'll see you next month in July. It's going to be a fun month and working on that forecast. And I think you're going to like July, but June's going to be the month that you're going to settle in and things are going to be okay.
Yes. See you in July.